Hey, first image there. Also, some people were theorizing that the new animatronic might be the phone guy because he did die in FNAF 1, and as we have learned, when the animatronics find you, they stuff you into a suit. So, what could happen is that the purple guy obviously got killed in FNAF 1, as we all know. He was back in FNAF 2 because that was a prequel sequel. This is obviously taking place 30 years after the first one took place, which means this one is taking place after the phone guy has died. Now, people, mainly suggest that the phone guy died from an animatronic, which would make the most sense. And if they stuffed him into a suit, put him in an endomorph, skeleton, made him into kind of what they are, this new guy could be, the phone guy, the purple guy from the prior two games. That's actually a pretty good theory that could be a possibility of being accurate, but again, these are all just theories. There's no proven points. These are really just either comments that I've read throwing random things out there, or me throwing random things out there, so don't try and hate too much on the possibility of a theory being too far out there, because you never know. That is watch theory. Anyways, enough rambling about random other things that I've also seen. Let's kind of start taking a look at the actual pictures that I assume I have been showing throughout the majority of this video so far, as I've kind of rambled on a bit long as it already has been. So, the first image here shows the room you will be mainly in for the third game. So, obviously, you saw this at the end of the trailer, although the animatronic was there kind of covering a few things, as he also is in the fifth screenshot that you see on the Steam page. So with this image, you see a lot of things. You see one, obviously, the big window that we've established is on a mirror because there are no reflections. You see the three Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica little animatronic plushies, figurines, bobbleheads, whatever they might be there, which could be a possibility of a thing you achieve after beating a custom night in this game, like you achieved plushies in the second game. You see just a trash bin with some trash in it. You see some children's drawing, at least presumably children's drawings of some animatronics. You see posters of Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, and of course, lastly, you do see the toy box, which, as you can easily see, is Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, Foxy, Toy Freddy, and the Mangle. Basically, all of them from FNAF 2, not including the old ones from the original game FNAF 1. So that still supports the theory that this new animatronic is kind of just parts and tidbits of the original four characters put together in this one just monstrosity of an animatronic that is trying to kill you. As you can see, the box they're in is very, very old. It's very worn. It looks very, very about to just break and just rip at the nose. It's nasty looking, to be honest. If you were to rip that box, it would probably be really wet. It'd rip really easily. It'd be just, it's nasty of a box. So it's very, very old, obviously. Which, speaking of very old things, people also theorize that the animatronic is just an animatronic that happened to fade out the coloring, which is why it's the color it is, which would make sense as well, instead of it just being a golden version of a character like Golden Bonnie. But anyways, moving on to the next picture, we do in fact see the camera. So the camera is indeed there, and we see more than just the camera. One thing you may notice from this image is that there are 10 rooms in FNAF 3's game. Now that's actually the smallest one we've had yet. FNAF 1 had 11 rooms, and FNAF 2 had 12 rooms, so this basically means this establishment is the smallest one we have seen so far in the series. And obviously you can see in the background we're in that same main room, which obviously supports the fact that that will be the main room you're in, which I think we already know that pretty a lot. It's pretty obvious at that point. And we also see in the top right there of the camera a little blue area, which we can get more into in the next camera screenshot, because it shows it a little more, it shows it better than this one does. And you can also see an animatronic or something in the background of this camera on, I believe that is camera number 2 is what we're looking at there, camera number 2. You see what appears to be, I want to say, Bonnie, old Bonnie. Now, in the image, the synopsis of it reads there's only one animatronic, but if you look at this clip right here, you see that Bonnie turns his eye and looks at you while it's kind of going through. His eye moves. So maybe Bonnie's around still. Maybe there's only one animatronic that attacks, but yet there are still other animatronics in there that can move and walk around. Who really knows? Another theory, but that does not look like the new animatronic. The face looks way too big to be the face that the new animatronic is, because that one looks pretty darn skinny, like Foxy or maybe Chica a little bit, but like kind of more like Foxy's face there. So I think it maybe Bonnie, who really knows, but that's just a theory of mine. You guys can obviously have your own. And the third one here is very interesting. So it shows a system restart menu with 3 options: audio devices, camera system, and ventilation. And you can also reboot them all or exit the menu. Now, as you can see, there's an error next to the 3 main options that are probably going to be very, very important in the game. So what I'm assuming is that during the gameplay, you will have a possibility of losing access to your audio devices, so you can no longer hear your camera system, so you can no longer look at your camera and see where the animatronics are, or possibly do something else, which I'll talk about in the next screenshot, or somehow lose access to maybe ventilation. What I'm assuming with that is that it means ventilation, the vents are there and they play a role, as we know now, so maybe off the start they're locked and no one or nothing can get through them, but if an error happens, then they get opened and the animatronic can then come through and kill you. That's just my speculation on it, but that's basically all this one shows. Obviously, you can see the background is the main area we're going to be in. So, moving right along, we have another image of the camera, and what we basically see is all 10 rooms yet again, and we see that blue bar in the top right, a little bit more visible now. What looks like it has 2 little play buttons on it on the top and bottom. I don't really know what this is, so I can't really comment too much on that. But we also see the animatronic, the new one, looking like Foxy does in FNAF 1 when Foxy catches you, so that's rather interesting news. And you see Foxy. That is Foxy right there. That's Foxy's head. Right there. In camera number 4. So maybe this room probably plays a pretty important role in the game, like how camera 11 played the marionette role in FNAF 2. It's a wild guess. I mean, the fact that they would show this room of all the others and show a giant Foxy head on the wall, mounted on the wall, is rather odd. So, that is interesting. But that is indeed Foxy right there. And moving on to the very final picture, it is just a picture of a more up-close image of the new animatronic. Although people are also saying that torso and head back there, like right behind the new animatronic's face or outside the door, that could be Golden Freddy dismantled. Which makes sense. It does look like it could be, so that's a pretty good theory as well right there. Other than that, though, this picture doesn't really show much else that we didn't already know from any other pictures, so that's just that, really. It's just the animatronic looking really freaky with its half, right ear, which is left on your screen, but if, you were that animatronic, that would be your right ear. And how creepy and worn down and odd it looks. So, yeah, that is rather interesting. You could, I guess, take this and maybe try and put 2 and 2 together, saying that, these teeth are from this, or those eyes are from this, or the ears are from that, or, this is from that. To try and put together how this could be an animatronic put together from all the other animatronics that we've seen in FNAF 1. But that's going a bit too far for me, so I think with that is the majority of all the stuff that I have to talk about today, guys. Again, we do know that this game should be taking place at least around the 2020s because FNAF 1 took place reportedly around 93, which if this is 30 years later, this would then be 2023. So around the 2020s, you might be wondering, like, why isn't there advanced stuff in here? That would be because they're trying to keep it, remnant of the old FNAF 1 establishment, which is why there would be no advanced technology like you would probably see, in 2023, as that's still 8 years from when we currently are. That is going to do it for me, though, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video, the follow-up video to yesterday's trailer breakdown, and my own little theories, as well as some of the theories I read from you guys thrown about in there. Again, comment down any theories at all, anything that I might have said that was wrong, that you think was wrong, maybe another theory you thought off of mine, or something that I said that your theory completely contradicts. Go for it. That is what the comment section is there for. Again, all the original stuff is linked in the description. I'm going to link my FNAF 3 video from yesterday, the original trailer video, and the Steam video, as well as a FNAF 2 playlist if you guys want to check out any of my FNAF 2 content to see what it will be like for FNAF 3. And of course, if you guys really did enjoy, like the video. Let's try and shoot for 500 likes yet again. You guys nailed it yesterday. I know we can do it again today. And if you guys really did enjoy, share the video around to some more FNAF fanatics who might have a field day with the theories in the comment section here. And of course, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys subscribe to see more FNAF content in the future from me. Other than that, I will talk to you all later. How about I say, guys, peace out. Oh, and also comment on any theories you might have about the poster shown in the hallway, because I couldn't really tell much of Balloon Boy or the marionette that people are, saying are on there. So, got a theory? Throw it down. I can't really see much there, but you guys may have better eyes than I do. So yeah, other than that, now I'll talk to you all later. Have a nice day, guys. Peace out.